Hello world, my name is Richard and this is a more topical weekly video this time. This time the homelessness issue again. And I'm referring to this MP, I can't remember the name, I think she's a homelessness minister. But she's also a landlord, and therefore conflict of interest and conflicts won. Selfishness won. She keeps out of tenants and raised the fence, apparently. Tory talk, Tory actions, Tory beliefs, Tory to the core in the Labour Party, apparently. So, the whole issue about homelessness is not really addressed. I've tried to do it in my videos, but people don't notice much. It should not be happening at all. We can afford housing homeless, I'm convinced of this. And people overall have some strange beliefs about money, especially in government, because they don't know science at all. They've got no kind of technical background whatsoever, and they don't trust the civil servants, so therefore don't ask them to help, apparently. Or don't trust a word. It's crazy system. So let's look at the money thing this time. How to house homeless, practical ways. Well, I'm going to make some assumptions here. First of all, I know from research that most of the homeless are there because they're traumatised, they just can't cope, and therefore, they can't keep a job down and can't manage their affairs, just on the streets. I was there myself at age 26, so I've got some idea of what it's like, and it's awful. It's horror. It's shit. So why other people will let this happen is beyond me. But they believe the bullshit government can't afford it. It costs too much. So this is down the costs. So I'm assuming these guys are mostly single. Not always true, but mostly they might have some children in tow. Women should take priority, of course. Some children should take priority. But they don't have a car for the most part. Don't have many belongings, of course. So they could survive quite well in a modest apartment in a tower block. Or some currently empty house somewhere. The thing about, I believe, many moved to places like Bristol and London, because that's where the money is where the people are. So, higher population density, they're more likely to get money and, from begging and so forth, which is quite horrendous, but it's true. So if they're housed, as long as they're not wrenching from a local community or whatever, they could be housed anywhere that's got empty houses, I think. And they've got friends that will move together, possibly. I think there's ways of doing this. Not for all, perhaps, but for many, this could work. And in particular, in cities, we've got empty office blocks. I think there's quite a few in London itself. They're to be owned by Russian landlords and just left empty because, the price increases over years and over decades, so it's an asset. You don't have to earn rent from it. Just leave it empty. It'll still be an asset. Crazy situation. But those office blocks could be purchased by compulsory order and refurbished to suit homeless. They just need a bedroom, maybe a studio flat, and maybe even shared toilet blocks and shared kitchen facilities, as long as they're kept clean. Like a student dorm thing, that could work. And then longer term, like I said, the cost is about £1,000 a month, I guess, and 70,000, I think, in England. So that's nearly £1 billion a year in England, which is not that much for a government. It isn't. So if you think of the longer term, what will the people do once they're housed? What will they do at the time? They probably want to get healthy in some ways and eat better food. Sleep somewhere and not in the house and shelter. They don't get pissed on, laughed at, and so forth. They get healthier, which they should do. And they might want to have a job because they want to contribute to society and don't want to get bored. So, given they've got some stability in their lives and some income, they could well go look for work and may well find some. Or, even, they might choose to be artists of some kind and play music or do paintings. And why not? this whole issue of what we do at that time, it needs to be addressed. And it goes down to things like UBI, universal basic income or least services. The whole idea of money needs to be addressed, because the whole concept is flawed. People are very limited thinking. I think by design, in some cases, the Tory way of family values and, families can't create money, can they? Therefore the government can't spend money because it's like family. No, it's not. Governments create money. Families can't do that. They pay tax to the government. They get money from the state sometimes. They can't make the money. Governments make money all the freaking time. Literally printed. To keep noise and circulation down, still get taken out. So there's a flow and a balance of money going up and down all the time. In fact, if you've been to the Science Museum, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a model of the economy. It's a water-based analog computer. So you've got various compartments of a clear perspex box, and water flows in and out at various rates, and it gets pumped to the top again, by the money supply, I guess. And it all falls down again underground. It's a really clever thing to watch. I don't think it's that accurate, but it's useful. And I'm sure there are software models which really are accurate and really are useful. I know there are. And so why aren't they more widely used, and why don't politicians have more better understanding of science and such things? In fact, why do they ignore such stuff? There's very deep questions. Now for UBI and homelessness in general, perhaps we can actually pay everyone an income. I know it's hard to believe, but perhaps we can. Because the money gets circulated. British pounds tend to stay in Britain. They might get exchanged for other coins and other currencies, but on the whole, they tend to stay in the country. So if we pump in, say, £1,000 a month for every person in the land, every adult, that means those homeless can be housed. They can choose to live with £1,000. Might get some more money from work. They might just choose to move away cheaper, but they can be housed. And other people also get the money. It's also fair, all round. And that, in theory, in principle, eventually gets recirculated. Because you spend your £1,000 a month on, rent and food and stuff. And that money goes to various business suppliers and landlords and things, and various suppliers of various services you pay for. And they all pay tax, and that money gets circulated to other people. It all goes round and round and round, and kind of magically should all work. Instead of a system, a high level of, there's a system, it's an economic system, and right now it's got a low level operation. It could be higher and still be stable equilibrium. I believe that's true, but nobody believes it, so they enjoy it. It's crazy stuff. So yeah, I think if we did the actual computer modelling, we might have better results all round. And as scientists, it's going to be better results all round. So this is beyond homelessness. It's about beliefs and cultural mindsets, and they are really, really limited. Sickening so. Hence people walk past homeless and don't give a fuck. So, until next week, thank you. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Bye.